الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. In the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the most merciful, the most gracious, we welcome you all to attend this session. And our guest this afternoon is well-known figure in the Islamic society in UK and of course in London. She is Ms. Hafiya Abdul Halim. Today she is going to talk about Islam and the age of terrorism. Thank you very much for your time and your participation in this week, Islam Awareness Week. And now with Ms. Hafiya Abdul Halim. And I'm sorry I didn't introduce you.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi in the name of God, the merciful, the giver of mercy, and the bestower of mercy, and the merciful. Translation here is the Lord of Mercy. It's a very controversial. It has to do with mercy. There are two different aspects of mercy. The Lord of Mercy and the merciful. Peace be upon you, which is the Islamic greeting. I wrote this talk some years ago for a Christian retreat somewhere in West Country, which is where there will be crowds and meetings. It's a slightly different context. Starting with the definition of Islam, it says Salam alaikum. That word Salam means peace. Islam is another variation of that root. It also means peace. It means peace with yourself, peace with God, peace with everything around you, and like everything in the environment, in the whole creation submits themselves to God, and Islam is joining them in that submission and peace with God. Talking about the age of terrorism is about very misleading, because terror has been this since it began, I think. The age of terror, that word, that phrase, that was actually applied to the French Revolution. When they murdered all the aristocrats and then people being beheaded all the time. Then the Russian Revolution was also a time of terror where people were punishing the aristocrats and the people who were rich and trying to distribute wealth more evenly through the world. So the age of terror, this is not a particularly an age of terror. Terrorism, there are so many definitions of this word. The official one is by the United States excludes state terrorism. Most definitions, including Islamic ones, include state terrorism and tyranny. So this is the United Nations definition. Only the military use of, in the Quran, the only mention of terror or fear, from the point of view of military. There's where it tells the Muslims to prepare themselves and arm themselves as best they can to frighten off the enemy. That word is tarhibuna, or frighten off the enemy. So it's likely to terror, into terror. In those days it was forces and weapons to frighten off the enemy, stop them from attacking. In the Quran it says, let the unbelievers think they can get the better of the godly. They will never frustrate them. Instead, make ready your strength at the utmost of your power, including steeds of war, to strike terror into the hearts of the enemies. God and your enemies. And others besides you may not know that when God does know. But then ye shall spend in the cause of God shall be defeated to it, and not retreated from justly. But the next verse says, but, and all the verses about fighting in the Quran are like this. If the enemy incline towards peace, and thou also incline towards peace, and trust in God, for he is the one who heareth and knoweth all things. So, in the Quran, you don't fight people unless they fight you. There are 3 words used in the Quran. Next slide. Hum, which means more violence, and this is a bad word. It's used for people who are violent, not law-abiding, who actually fight and try to kill Muslims, who wage war against God and His Apostle, and strive in might and main for mischief through the land. And then in Surah 22, verse 39 says, to those against whom war is made, this is haram, permission is given to fight because they are wronged, and verily God is most powerful with their aid. The next word is used and misused an awful lot is jihad. The Christians have something called holy war, which is possibly influenced by the concept of jihad. But jihad means striving in the way of God, is doing your utmost in whatever situation you're in to serve God and to do what He is His will. In this book, we talk about martyrs being people who actually bear witness to their faith up until they're killed. So that even death is not such a terrible thing for them, because they believe in God and believe in going to the next world. So they're not afraid. In the Quran says, when you believe, when there will be no fear for you, which I would agree. So I'm trying very hard not to be scared today. One of the things that jihad does, you can do it on any level, from trying to be a good parent, trying to fight your inner feelings that are causing you to be unjust or whatever. You can use, there's a hadith that says if you see something wrong, you should try to correct it. If you can't correct it with your hand, you should try to correct it with your voice or your speech. And if you can't correct it with your speech, you could try at least know that it's wrong and not succumb to the idea of persuasion that isn't wrong, but it's the least favorite. Combating oppression and corruption is another use of jihad. And the fight with the sword is another form of jihad. So you have to protect your people against other people. Then you've got qital. Qital is killing or battle or fighting. And this is something the Muslims had to engage in because they were being fought. And they didn't like it, and some of them were very scared and they didn't want to come along. But the Prophet had to encourage them to come and fight for their lives and their religion before they were massacred. So, this is in the Quran, fighting is prescribed. Written for you, and you dislike it, but it's possible that you dislike a thing which is good for you, and another thing which is bad for you. But God knows, and you know not.